Here we go, and we're all very welcome here to the showgrounds today. Newry versus Seapatrick, and young Moan heads that one out to the corner to start us off. And Joe Campbell, Joe is our co-commentator here today. Joe, it's good to see a couple of boys back in the team today again.
Yeah, thank you.
On the bench anyway, with a couple.
It's good to see everyone back from injury, fighting for the places. Makes a good headache selection headache for
Cairns
for
on the
Darren.
edge of the box there, cleared. Mark Larry, pacey winger. Well done, Larry beats his man. Plays in the middle to Mark Patton.
It's very good from Mark Laurie there.
Cairns wide down to Niall Crilly. New orange boots. Just a wee bit too shiny, these boots. Knocked that ball a little bit too far ahead of himself.
You have to be mad to wear them boots, wouldn't you? You'll not appreciate us saying that.
We'll not miss him anyway, that's for sure. Pitch looking well today, Joe.
It is. Willie doing a good job. I'm sure he likes to have a mention.
Yeah. There's no doubt. Conditions are fairly good. The wind seems to be blowing across the pitch over towards the Paddy Power stand there.
Yeah, well, I was out there on the pitch this morning. The wind's very strong against Newry here in the first half. The wind was strong there. You might not notice it, but it is. That's
a very professional attitude, Joe, out walking the pitch there.
Professional club.
Jimmy Walker on the ball here now. And again, Jimmy. Strong midfield player.
Free kick given there by referee Paul Munn.
We have our captain playing in the centre of the field today for a change. He's been tasked with a role in the back and defensive there lately because of injuries. He's been missed in the middle of the field, hasn't he?
He's far better in there, far better.
Although he's much an all-round player, isn't he?
Does everything simple. You need a player like that in there, win the ball and move things forward for you.
Big influence on the team, hasn't he? Good header from Crilly. The captain plays it forward. Mark Patton unlucky there. Goalkeeper Murphy as cool as a cucumber.
He put under a bit of pressure there, he did well.
Captain plays it wide now to Graham Edgar. Kenny Cairns took it back to Edgar. To the captain McMahon.
Good ball in there.
Cairns, great ball. Bit of space opening up here. Looks like he should have shoot.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
It's better football there.
It opened up nicely now, the space.
Graham Edgar's done well now in left back since he's gone in. He'll give Darren a headache when everyone's back fit again.
Definitely a talented player, no doubt. Yeah. Of course, he already has a headache with his selection up front here, of course.
He does.
Like we were only half. McMullen scored 3 a couple of weeks ago and he can't get his place. Oh.
Made up for it in the end there. Good tackle from McMahon. I think that's why Plug plays a lot of the games, so especially up front in his own. He's a big, strong lad.
He can hold it up too. There's no doubt.
It's important whenever you're playing with someone like Mark Laurie out wide, you can utilise his pace then.
He takes a lot of stick, Larry, on the pitch. I mean,
he does.
The opposing teams seem to target him quite a bit because he's so dangerous.
He gets hit an awful lot.
He's offside.
There's Walker with a shot just wide.
Just didn't connect properly with that, I think, Jimmy Walker. And see, we have our wide man on the far side, young Brilly. Credit to him, he travels all the way down here from Kildare to play.
Travels twice a week to training, doesn't miss training either. One of the most consistent players. Good attitude. Well won there from Paul Donegan. Monster of a
Well
header.
done, well done.
And there's
Well,
Mark
and he
Lowry
has
with a
it,
chance
he
to
has
run
it.
at them.
Nice bit of footwork from Larry there.
And from Plug.
Chris
It's
McMahon
great play
picks
from
out
Chris.
Crilly. Yes, no doubt about it. And the wide man now, Brilly, just as we spoke about him. He's a bit of ability. He can play ball at his foot. He can run with it.
Good switch of the play.
Graham Magler running forward with it now.
He could have slipped Jimmy Walker in there. Decided to keep the ball.
Larry loves to take his man on, doesn't he?
He does. I wouldn't like to be a fullback playing against him. Chris McMahon's ball, long ball cut out there. Safely headed back to goalkeeper Paul McGrath.
Very impressive, Joe. You know all these players.
Thank Jared Hillam for that.
Strong play there from the
Yeah.
centre half, the Seapatrick centre half.
That'll be a good battle there today already. Looks like a good one.
Looks like it all right. I know we scored a few against them last week, but they're definitely not a bad side.
You can't go out with the attitude as well that you're going to beat them 4-0 again. You have to play each game. It's good to get back to the league as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's
Too many cup games there.
That's what happens, I suppose. But any class of football at all is great.
It is. I think all the boys are buzzing to get a few points on the board now.
That's right.
Start moving back up that table.
And we're still in every cup where we entered, aren't
yeah. You look in the paper and see how far we are behind the leaders. It just doesn't seem right for the amount of games played.
Hopefully the weather's kind of us and we'll get a few games on this pitch before it cuts up.
Ball
Good
in there
ball,
from Kenny.
Great ball from Kenny.
It's unlucky. That might be a feature of today's play, trying to pick out Mark Patton in the middle.
That's a big kick out, isn't it?
Does. Puts him under pressure.
Yeah.
Donegan back there, he wins most of them though, doesn't he?
It's hard to get it past right enough. Kearns plays it forward. Plug just didn't connect properly, but the idea was right.
He seemed to be playing an awful lot of long balls now in the first half.
Crilly had his eye on that one all the way. And
Well
Kevin
cleared.
Bone clears it down the line. It's gone out for a throw to Seapatrick.
Seapatrick have looked threatening enough going forward so far.
Yes, I think that was the right decision there. He was,
I think he was just
a little
offside.
bit off, yeah.
Mark Patton will be looking to hold the ball up a wee bit more now in the next few times.
He hasn't seen much of it just yet, but he'll come into it as the game grows, I'm
will.
sure.
Peter Murphy with a brilliant kick out there to Kenny Kearns, finding his feet. Moved forward by Jimmy Walker.
Oh, lovely ball, but
That's good football.
The
That
first touch let him down. You know, for a minute there, I thought that Chris McMahon, and he had been looking behind him. He still is at defensive edge about his game,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden then he broke forward and he could have scored there.
He sits in front of the back four, and that'll let Kenny Kearns and Jimmy Walker move forward, but there will be times where he can get forward.
He's keeping a keen eye on the back at just the same. I wonder if one of these defenders feeling a bit of strain somewhere or other.
Quickly move forward to Graham Edgar. That was a bit of a late tackle there. Chris McMahon's still down. We're going to see Newry physio Ryan Lynch for the first time today.
I think he's going to be okay. No need for a physio.
I think he broke his leg there, the squeals of him.
He'll run it off, I think.
Big long ball up to Mark Patton. Good flick on to Brilly.
Beautiful.
He looked like he was in there. That was a bit of a chance there. Still another chance.
Yes, done well
And
now.
have it.
Brilliant. Still there, the ball stayed in.
With Mark Lowry's pace, kept that.
Nearly hit it.
Now
Crilly.
Crilly trying to get a goal with his new boots. Just wide.
We've a multicoloured selection of boots here between him and Larry.
We do.
And Kenny Kearns as well there. Kenny's gone a bit neon.
You'll have you think the boots make him go faster. Well won by Paul there. Bit scrappy in the middle there this past few seconds. Seapatrick come away with it. And lose it again. Newry's going to want to start dictating the pace here.
He has options here now, Graham. He played it right in the middle. Unlucky.
And sees out for a goal
unlucky.
kick. Mark Patton and Mark Lowry both made the same run there. I think it might have put Graham off a bit.
He just couldn't make his mind up. It's a great surface that to be playing on, isn't it? It's
Yes, brilliant.
one of the premier soccer pitches in this town. Not that we have that many of them, mind you.
No.
And if our local council has their way, we'll have even less. With Jennings Park up for sale, allegedly.
It's a big issue into the town at the minute,
You couldn't make it up.
with a lot of people
You couldn't.
strongly against it.
A green lung in the centre of the city, and they want to build on it. It's unreal.
When there's already people crying out for more pitches, they're deciding that we need less. It's strange. Hopefully it doesn't go ahead.
I think you echo the thoughts of a lot of people there now, Joe. That ball was out. That's a Newry throw. Mark Patton did well there now.
Now they can use Mark Lowry's pace.
Go on,
They
your
can
pace
run at
now.
them.
Mark
Not be
Lowry's
catching
away.
him.
They backed off him a little bit, give him a bit of space. But the ball fell to the right man now, Walker. Plays it wide to Crilly. Back to the captain,
McMahon with
McMahon.
Akers in the middle here.
Akers is right. He encouraged Edgar to stay back from it.
I think he did the right thing.
Brilly, the wee touch. Brilly again. Through to Crilly.
And that's a free kick now in a dangerous position. Donegan, Moan moving forward. Threats in the air.
Looks like Walker's going to kick this one now. He's like the Mexican Omith Ronaldo here.
He'll have you thinking that with his suntan.
and the
Brilliant free kick.
Go on, Billy, hit it yourself. Go on, son.
Yes.
Oh, no luck. Side net.
Very smart thinking there from Jimmy Walker. He clearly asked the referee for the short one. Just unlucky from Aaron Brilly, hit the side net.
Ball beats Moan there. Crowley cleans up at the back. And Brilly, he's an old-fashioned, really wide player, isn't he? He hugs that sideline.
He's only a young lad as well.
Crowley again. Chips it on. For Brilly to chase it. Looks like a Seapatrick throw in.
Another long ball from Seapatrick.
They don't have much shape though, Seapatrick.
They don't. Oh,
that's Murphy give it away. His fault.
It's a big mistake from Murphy and a deflection off the
bar. What a save! A double save there.
Great save, but it was his own mistake at the start. Brilliant save to clean up.
He'll not want to see that one on Monday night when this goes live.
No,
goes there.
I don't think he'll want to see that one again. Very scrappy here from Newry this past few
and that has sparked a bit of life into Seapatrick.
Great save from Murphy there was, but he put his team under pressure there.
He was fortunate with it coming off the bar back into his arms.
Long ball up to Patton. Just loses out.
Wide ball now. Larry's there, not giving him any didn't give him an inch.
Well done from Mark Lloyd.
Nice football.
Brilliant
there now.
football. Sets Mark Lowry off.
He's onside too. Keep it in. Did he keep it in?
He did. He didn't.
And,
linesman Mickey Keenan gave that.
That's one thing about Mickey Keenan. He's as straight as a die. He's fair to the last, no matter. I think actually it did go out.
I think it was a fair decision. Well done, Kevin Moan.
Kevin wins it. Donegan keeps his eye on it all the way. Back to Murphy. He's taking no chances this time.
When he does. Good tackle from Niall Crilly.
Well done, Niall Crilly is
very,
right.
very scrappy here. Good work from Aaron Brilly here. Well done.
That's a
and
combination,
again, Aaron.
Joe, that seems to be working all right there with Kenny Cairns and Jimmy Walker. They seem to have an understanding there.
Two brilliant footballers, good on the ball, can pick out a pass.
That's soft from Seapatrick there. Now give that throw away.
I think it suits the two boys having Chrissy in behind them as well, Chrissy McMahon. It means they can just go out and play football. Good switch of the play there.
Yes, they're passing the ball around nicely. This big lad got the better of Mark that time, the centre half.
It's been pretty 50-50 between the two so far.
No doubt.
Let's just hope Mark gets out on top.
I must say our midfield are getting loads of space, acres of it. It's just a matter of time, I think, until we make the breakthrough here. Graham Edgar passes out to Larry, back.
I think that one off the crossbar sort of woke our boys up a bit.
Larry's going to have a dig.
Good block. It's another long ball coming. He's onside. He was onside.
Murphy will have it before him. I think it's gone out. As Murphy hurt himself there.
He did, and there's no substitute goalkeeper on the bench this week. He seems to be okay.
Still his pride a little bit sore maybe after that mistake. Jared Hillen told me to say that.
He might not appreciate us saying that, but I think he knows it was a bad mistake, but he made up for it well. Usually very reliable, Peter.
Yes, he was a good find, there's no doubt. He came here from Bestbrook United. There's the sun come out now, Joe.
Yeah, hopefully it stays for the rest of the match. Although knowing Newry, it'll probably be lashing in the second half. Great ball from Niall Crilly.
Burley's still there, he doesn't give up. And it wins. It's goal for Newry.
Brilliant Crilly-Brilly combination down the right-hand side for Newry here.
Oh, just didn't get through
Unlucky.
to Cairns there, but he has it now. There's the ball in behind for Brilly, but just a little too high.
You can hear Darren Mullen shouting there to keep it once the team just start making Seapatrick work. Crilly misses out there, leaves a wee space in the back. Newry can come away with it here.
That was a hopeful ball from Cairns there. It's the sort of ball that Mark Patton never stops, he chases them down.
Does very well, he makes the keeper rush the clearance.
Well done, Kevin Moan again. Well done, Jimmy Walker.
Kevin Moon's really making that position his own.
He is indeed.
With the loss of Joel Annett last year and Conor McCall being injured, him coming back from injury just came at the right time. Should have given it back.
Just a little too high for Mark Patton there.
Jimmy Walker looking frustrated in the middle of the pitch. A lot of long balls being given here.
Graham Edgar looks to have twigged something there. Very good. Well, the happy Hammers fans will be happy today. West Ham beat Manchester City 2-1. That's a bit of a shocker, isn't it, Joe?
I think West Ham will surprise a few this year. I'd say I'm sitting nicely in the top four. Played out Niall Crilly into Brilly's feet. Again, that big centre half gets the better of Mark.
He just can't get round him. Darren and Ramey are talking tactics on the sideline here. Maybe thinking of a way to change that.
Mark Lowry, brilliant work from Mark Lowry.
He's offside, he can't get it.
Can he lay him off?
No, look. Jimmy Walker, unlucky.
I think Mark Patton played him a wee bit too wide, did he? Brilliant from Mark Lowry in there, he doesn't give up. I think he was just offside there, it might have been close.
He looked at it anyway. He looked offside from here. Great vantage point that we have here above in the stand. Studio 1 here, Joe, at Newry.
One of the many studios down here.
Kearns is at ease on the ball there all the time.
Doesn't look rushed at all, does he?
Seapatrick, number 7, was one of the players who got frustrated last Saturday, and he's a guy worth keeping an eye on.
James McAllister.
James McAllister. You took the words out of my mouth, Joe. You're a stat man, did you proud, I must say.
It's the only stats he gave me.
We'll have to wake him up at half time and tell him.
Don't think much will wake him up, and now Seapatrick are in.
That looked offside. No free there, no penalty. Referee was adamant, was on, up with play.
Good covering from Niall Crilly there.
Donegan slides it back to Edgar.
Those new boots gave him lightning pace to cover in behind there.
Just a little bit too strong from Edgar there for Larry to catch. I know he's fast, he's not that fast.
It's a good idea though. Try and move the play forward.
It actually looked offside, that last attack from Seapatrick.
It's a cheap free kick.
Yeah. Walker, very little contact there, I think.
The longer this stays 0-0, the more nervous Newry get. The more...
Floated free kick in there, and Kevin Moan deals with it at his with his ease. Patton, ball back. Donegan into the middle of the field. No messing about there. McMahon to Edgar. He's looking to play Larry down the wing. No, he's gone inside. Unlucky. Move foiled. But Larry comes back to win the ball again.
It's great work in there from Mark Lowry again.
Work ethic very good. And it's through. Lovely ball. Unlucky. Defender did well there now. And it was a lovely spot by Kenny Kearns to play him through there. We have Edgar coming for the throw now.
He has a long throw, Graham. Chance to whip it in. Well cleared.
Another man with showing plenty of commitment. Graham Edgar travels here from the other side of Tandragee to be here every week.
Calmly done by Murphy in
Just
defence.
about.
Bit too calm.
Here we go, Edgar again down this wing. They're using quite a bit of him today. Jimmy Walker.
Great feat from Jimmy Walker. Just loses out.
Two
I
of
think
them
both of them were offside there. They're looking that ball in behind all day.
They were away out like two wasps there. Little bit of frustration keep creeping in here from Seapatrick.
Don't think the Newry fans appreciated the Seapatrick player kicking the ball away there. The referee does nothing about it. Great football from McMahon. And he gets it back.
And a great
Great
flick
ball
across.
in.
Brilliant,
And
yes.
Aaron Brilly.
What a
Brilliant goal.
Brilly.
Brilliant
On
goal there
the
from
score
Newry.
sheet, and fair play. It was a fantastic ball in, whipped in by the captain. And on the money is young Aaron Brilly.
He scored a goal similar to that earlier in the season.
The County Kildare native. And that could be the breakthrough now.
All came from a quick free kick. Smart thinking in the middle. Caught Seapatrick off guard. And brilliant football by McMahon. Great finish from Aaron Brilly.
We've been frustrating them there for a while, you know, and that's what broke their concentration, and we've got through and got a goal. An excellent goal.
You think that might open the floodgates a wee bit now? Let's see.
We'll have a team that seems to settle more when they get a little lead. You know, it settles them down. And
great tackle by McMahon. Sets them off again.
did your stat man give you a time for that goal, Joe?
No, he didn't give me a time.
Well,
I wonder, can we get it here?
we'll wake him up at half time. And it must have been on the half hour or thereabouts, I'd say.
Yeah, our stat man confirms the goal was in around the half-hour mark. They have been knocking on the door. Seapatrick with that one chance came from a mistake, but everything else has been dealt with quite easily.
Seapatrick throw in. Newry have kept them hemmed in their own half this past while. That's forward again from Graham Edgar.
And Niall Crilly completely missed his header.
It must be something to do with those boots, Joe.
It might have slid off all that hair gel.
Does he wear a hair gel too? Walker out to the wing again, looking for Brilly. Cleared way forward and far too far forward, out of play from Seapatrick.
And that gives Newry a chance to settle down after taking the lead.
Darren Mullen kicks one in towards Murphy there
Nearly kicked it further away than the original one.
to get the game started again.
Graham Edgar going down this left side again.
Plenty of room for him.
Seeing an awful lot of the ball today, Graham, isn't he?
He is indeed. Kearns a long ball.
Great
over the
ball
top
into
for
Walker.
Jimmy Walker, who's deadly. Mark Larry also. Stay on, Jimmy, he says.
I think he was offside a wee
Looked
bit
a
there,
little-
sort of
he
made
was
him
borderline.
delay the pass.
Walker himself, of course, scores a few goals.
He's always good for a few every season, yes.
He's deadly from about 6 inches.
He's missed the odd one from there, though.
Graham Edgar again here, seeing plenty of it. Wins the throw, quick
And
throw.
sets Mark Lowry off.
That's another throw for Newry. Nice wee throw, flicked in behind from Walker. Just didn't get as
just
far as
misses
Mark
out again.
Patton. I think that it'll come for him. He scored a couple last week, Mark Patton.
Well won by Aaron Briley. You have to think one's going to land for him sooner or later, don't you? Gets himself out in front.
The wee man Briley never gives up. He's back near the halfway line chasing it.
And he wins his side of
And
throwing.
wins the throw.
Great work. Curly
That's-
just loses out, but
that's
another
it.
long ball goes astray for Seapatrick.
Pretty easy for Edgar and comes away with it.
It's very tight in there. Well cleaned up from Jimmy Walker. Into Mark Patton's feet and sets Mark Lowry
And he's
away.
away on. Larry's there. Edge of the box. The defender just did enough.
Looked like a bit of a foul there, but nothing given.
The referee didn't give it.
Great
Edgar
tackle
wins
from
that one.
Edgar.
Great tackle.
Well won by Donegan for another Seapatrick throw in. Chris McMahon battling as usual in the middle.
Edgar again. To the Patton. Yes, Patton holds on to it. Moves into the space for Larry. Walker has her now. McMahon wants to
Now
run
they can
with
move forward into Mark Patton's feet.
Ah, beautiful. Right on the money there.
Mark Lowry gets up to help.
Larry's back with him again. Slows it down. Edgar, Newry on the attack, pressing hard here.
A
Burley's
lot
on
of
the
space
move.
out for Niall Crilly. Great ball by Jimmy Walker.
Crilly float one in here maybe. Yes, he just does. Right in the box, no one there.
Put it into a dangerous area there.
Here we are. Walker has a chance to do the same again. And he wins it back. The defender clears it not too far.
Back out to
And
Crilly.
back to Crilly. Here we go, young Aaron Briley. Lovely
Great
ball
ball.
through the Patton. Looked like he
like
was
it-
being fouled there again. But the ball's gone out for a Seapatrick kick out.
Newry definitely seeing the better of it now since the goal. Look at Newry's bench today. A lot of boys who would be pushing into the first team, into the starting lineup.
Yes, I see them here now.
Good strength and depth.
Neil Barr, of course, scores plenty goals. David O'Connor, good to see him back. As Conor McCall, good to see him back. And of
Strange
course
injury Conor McCall got, but
Our
back now.
our prolific goal scorer Sean McMullen on the bench today, I see. Along with Chris Fay, who is a versatile player also. Who's the depth and strength we have here when these guys who are top class players can't get on.
It's good to see.
Competition for places is pretty tough here. As Crilly comes forward again, and it's a Newry throw. With some good guys on the sidelines here as well. Of course, Mickey Keenan, an excellent goalkeeping coach
Yeah.
and a great record. As Remy Byrne,
A
also.
legend round Northern Ireland.
Remy Byrne's a legend too.
They both are, yeah.
At his own house. Ex Nottingham Forest, of course.
One of the games we went to last year, one of the opposing players wanted to get a photo with Mickey Keenan. And Chris McMahon shooting over there. Probably should have done a wee bit better.
Unlucky now as we approach half time. The only time that St. Patrick actually troubled Murphy was that little blip that we had, but we've
We'll
recovered
just call
well.
it a wee blip, will we?
We better not mention it again.
If we mention it again, we might get a wee bit of a telling off from Peter later. Launched up the field again, well won by Donegan, cleaned up by Edgar, then Crilly. Well held up this time by Plug. Mark Patton worked out to the left to Graham Edgar into Mark Lowry's feet. He can be dangerous. Chris McMahon again and Akers in midfield. They really are giving them a lot of space in there. Worked from left to right. Another good switch in the play into Mark Patton.
That
Looked like a bit of a push in the
that
back
looks-
there, and the referee says nothing doing.
It just pushed him off it by the looks of things.
There's no intention to play the ball there, but the
No.
referee didn't give it. Good idea from Niall Crilly, though.
I think you might be right about that rain there, Joe. Good job we're in the studio here.
Yep.
Looks like it may come. Long ball back. Donegan watches the whole way. Murphy gathers it up.
It's another very long kick.
Huge kick.
It shows how strong that wind is today. Again, that battle with Mark Patton and Seapatrick's Adam Kerr. It's looking like a good one today. Good watch.
McMahon, lovely
Spreads
ball
the play.
across, and I mean, that must have been millimetres away there, Brilly, just from keeping that ball in.
Keeps that ball in, he's got a chance to whip it in. Good feet from Kevin Moan, finds Brilly.
And Mark Patton has it. He still didn't get around this guy. Chris McMahon, lovely wee ball in there. Yes, wins again. Walker lays it off beautifully.
Brilliant
McMahon there
football.
again.
Oh, and he just... The idea was good, trying to find the big man at the back post. It's another very long kick, but it's not troubling the Newry defence again.
They watched it all the way there. Seapatrick headed out.
I think Donegan and Moan will be happy enough to deal with balls like that all day.
Murphy thought about a short one. He goes to uses Edgar. Edgar seems to be the go-to man today. He said he was
Got a wee bit lucky there.
Yeah, well, the midfielder on Seapatrick's side slipped. Kevin Moan now on the ball. Wide to Brilly. Where else would he be? If he wasn't there, he'd be in the centre spot, ramming them home. Kenny Cairns thought about one there. Rebounds off the defender. Back to McMahon. Edgar, Walker, back to McMahon again. Larry has it.
Tried a bit of a give and go there, but they weren't in the same wavelength. Good pressure from Walker, forces the throw in.
Good pressure, yeah.
Seems Newry are just trying to force things this past few minutes.
And Patton wins
well
against his
done
man
from
this
Patton.
time.
On a free kick. Seemed a bit of a soft one, but we'll take it.
There were one or two earlier on, Joe, that I thought he could have given.
Especially the penalty. Patton does throw himself through the air a few times though. Referee indicating there that this one's on the whistle after Newry's quick one earlier.
He's took them back 10 yards. Or metres is it now, Joe? Or is it still yards?
I think it's still yards. Kenny Kearns can hit them from here. He lays it off to Walker.
Oh,
And hits it wide.
Wouldn't curl around for him.
Any deflection there and that can end up in the back of the net.
It went right and stayed right.
Mickey Keenan indicating to the players that we're just a few minutes away till half time. Telling them what he wants of them.
Keep the pressure up. No slip-ups now coming up to half-time. Get into the dressing room with a lead.
I think going into half time with a 1-0 lead against that wind and had the better of the play, I think Darren Mullen would be happy with that.
Absolutely.
Seems to be a bit of a scuffle in midfield there with Kearns.
Yes. Well, it's just on the blow, I think, Joe. Now it's very close to half-time, so...
Kearns and James McAllister for Seapatrick.
Patton has it here now. Held
Be an
on to it
interesting
well.
one to keep an eye on.
Good feet from Patton. He has it again.
He can turn.
There's 4 around him here. He wanted Birdie to run down the wing. Ball out. A little bit of frustration showing there too. Crilly has to throw over the top. Didn't get over. It's a throw into Seapatrick.
So struggling to find Patton's feet at the minute. He's getting marked well. It's a tough day for him so far, but
He's starting to get a little bit frustrated too, I think.
keeps his head. There could be a few goals there for him in the second half.
The Seapatrick man misses it. Walker plays it back to Crilly. Walker wins it again on the line there. Played it through to Brilly.
Very tight, but well worked out.
Kevin Moan played it forward. Rough enough tackle there.
Rough but fair.
Wins the ball.
And Edgar in,
Edgar
well done.
Spots that much quicker than his opponent there. Plays it back to McMahon. He changes play. Centre field player Walker. Walker's looking for Patton. Half-time whistle blows, and it's well done. Job done in the first half. See you in the second half.
If you want to watch this show from the comfort of your home on your TV, then all you have to do is get your hands on our brand new Roku box where you can watch all the amazing shows we have here at Destination Newry. Simply get yours now by calling us on 028 308 34010 and get yours today.
Here we go now, Joe, back in here for the second half. Newry with their slight advantage of 1 goal.
Hopefully we can...
No changes at half-time on either team that I can see.
No.
Slight bit of drizzle starting to fall there.
That'll not make too much difference though, just make the surface a wee bit more greasy.
It might affect a couple of hairstyles out there though. And we're through
Mark
now,
Lowry
Larry.
through.
Yes, come on.
That ball's on all day for Newry.
Jimmy Walker's going to take this resulting corner.
Donegan and Moan up from the back. Dangerous in the air.
Larry's right in the centre. That's a goal.
And that's a great ball in.
Keeper catches
just
it
collected
easily
by the keeper. Patton looks like he might have picked up a bit of an injury there.
He's limping a bit. Long ball straight into Donegan. Plays it wide to Graham Edgar. Forward to Larry, back to Edgar again.
And Patton is limping there.
Switches the play. Chris McMahon, the midfield maestro.
Don't let him hear you say that.
The rain gets a little bit heavier, although I think it's just a shower.
Great feet from Mark Patton.
Yeah, Jimmy Walker plays it wide to Brilly. Plays it back to Crilly.
Great ball.
Through the
Who's
legs.
off him?
Through the legs to Patton. Nice back heel. Walker has it. Can he curl it round?
Great
Unlucky.
block.
Caught a deflection there and it's gone for a corner.
That's great football there. Matched by a great block.
It opened up very nicely for Jimmy Walker there. McMullen's doing ball boy over here in the corner, I see.
I think he's having a bit of a warm-up there to see whether
We've got a great
Patton is
view of
fit.
Paddy McGrath's new tweed hat.
Hit back in then by Kearns and safely wide.
Seapatrick midfielder wins that. Graham Edgar stopped him in his tracks.
Looped over the head of McMahon.
McMahon doesn't give up. He's still in it. Flicked the ball through now to the number 11. Played it back. Back into 11 again.
Number 11, Christopher McAvoy.
He nudges
Great block by
Graham
Mark
Edgar
Lowry.
off the ball, but Larry takes care of him. Long ball back in across the box. Out for a Newry throw.
Newry have defended quite well so far. Aiming for another clean sheet after going on a run of them lately.
Seapatrick throw in about the halfway line.
Some complaints there from Kearns. He thought it might have been a free kick. Donegan judges that one well. Make the clearance. Patton getting frustrated again.
Yeah, I think he got the ball that time. He was being helped out of the way just as he got it.
blocked by Aaron Briley again. If Mark Lowry wins this, he can just run at him. It's 3-on-2 here.
Larry plays it through to McMahon.
It's
He's not going to
too
give
heavy.
up.
That was a chance.
He still has it. Gives it
Great
back
ball.
to Aaron Briley.
Aaron Briley, Mark Lowry has a chance to shoot.
Larry's first touch wasn't great, but he got the shot away. Deflected off the knees and out for a
That was a
corner.
good chance there now. Very good chance.
Jimmy Walker comes to take this one. Great ball across there, and the centre half clears it back, but Jimmy has it again. Kenny Kearns chases to the edge of the box to retrieve it. Or it's not Kenny, it's Moan. Patton takes it down, lays it up to Jimmy. Jimmy meets the byline,
pulls it
back
back.
to Patton. Turns,
Gets on the left foot.
and a shot was blocked.
Good work from Mark Patton. Forces the throw in for Newry. Newry working hard all over the pitch here.
Kearns to Crilly. Picks out Walker. Back to Kearns. Long ball over the top. To the wee man. Newry throw. Referee isn't sure. Mickey Keenan says Newry throw.
I think Seapatrick were looking for a foul there, but it didn't look like one to me.
Well done, Mark Patton flicks the ball over into the box. No one there. Larry retrieves it. Loses out. Gets it back again from Chris McMahon. Oh,
and
he
that's
was
a-
taken late there and taken down.
It looked like a bad tackle there. Walker stands over the ball.
Patton's in the box, was headed towards him. He misses out. The centre
Kerr.
half heads it out.
Big Kerr wins it again. He's won a lot in the air against Patton today.
The hands were up there from Kenny, though I didn't see any contact. Referee thought he saw something. Gives a free kick to Seapatrick. The goalkeeper will take this. This will be a long kick again, I would say.
It's gone that way all day so far, so why change their tactics now?
He's probably been a bit too long at times there, Joe.
Maybe against the win this half, it'll cause Newry a bit more trouble.
Three of them.
Three Seapatrick players went for the one ball. Ended up clearing it on themselves.
Walker again. He's seen plenty of it today. As is this man on the ball now, Graham Edgar. He's been a busy man.
He's done well again today.
Back to McMahon. Plays it through to Plug Patton.
Plug moves on to the other centre half and gets a bit more joy.
McMahon along the line to Graham. Back to Chris McMahon. Plays it into Patton. It's a dead end street that.
It's a bit of a dangerous lunge there from Patton.
Shows his frustration there, I think, a little bit. They're playing the ball in, and there's two of them tackling him. At any one time, those two guys are around him. He's
I
getting
think
no
he is.
space.
He's getting managed well up there today, but he's still battling. See, Mark Lowry's been moved.
He's been changed.
Moved out to the right hand side, and Aaron Briley out to the left. Tactical change from Darren Mullen. Newry defence keeps a good line. It's offside.
McMahon uses Edgar again. He comes forward with the ball now. Billy's on his usual touchline. Picks it up, plays it back to the centre. Kearns is free in the middle.
Crilly and Akers out in the right.
Crilly makes a run forward. Mark Larry tries to get round his men.
And Kerr wins it again for
It
Seapatrick.
wasn't a great clearance, though. He headed it down. Referee been a bit picky there. Moving Niall Crilly back.
Seems to be a pattern with referees these days. Great ball into Patton.
Nice ball. He found a bit of space there. Patton lays it off now to Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker was clipped and fouled.
That was a foul.
This is a chance on the edge of the box now.
Kearns might fancy himself from here. He scored once in a similar position earlier in the season.
Looks like he's lining up there. It's between him and Walker.
Not bad people to have standing over the ball for you.
Do you hear that rain outside there, Joe? It's a heavy drizzle.
There's another short one. Just doesn't work out.
Not good, but Newry are still back in numbers. Chris McMahon clears it big, right back to their goalkeeper. Long ball through there now, which Donegan deals with in his usual professional manner. Right up the line now, Jimmy Walker.
And Kearns in the middle if he can find him.
Patton played him in.
It did just run out there, I think.
Unfortunate there now. That was a good move.
Signs Newry are becoming more settled on the ball.
Well
Great
done,
win by Aaron
Robs.
Briley.
Robs the defender, plays it through to Patton.
And
He
Mark
plays it
Laurie
across to
in
Larry.
Akers.
Now it must be a
Bad
chance.
first touch.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Hit the goalkeeper on the back.
Brilliant football again there from Aaron Briley.
That's a Newry ball now.
That's a few times in this match he's won the ball high up and created chances for his teammates.
It was a chance, there's no doubt about it. Walker wins this one.
Referee plays advantage.
I don't want to see him.
Seapatrick slow it down and Newry get back in position.
Chris
McMahon comes
McMahon
away with
again.
it. Can he set Mark Laurie away with his pace?
Oh, lovely.
He
Walker
can.
picks out Larry.
Drags the centre half across.
Larry's looking to run across the box. Flips the ball in.
Into the keeper
No one on
who
the front post.
Gets it the
Keeper
second
gets it.
attempt.
Pretty comfortable.
Well judged by Edgar.
Yes, with the head. McMahon picks it up in the middle of the field. Wide to Crilly. Crilly tries to find Jimmy Walker, didn't happen. Kearns has it in the middle of the field looking for Larry. Goes through the Patton, just a little bit too fast. That wee bit of rain has left the top greasy, hasn't it, Joe? The ball skidded on there. And the wind blowing down that way as well.
I wouldn't want to be the Seapatrick goalkeeper right now.
I don't think that turquoisey colour would suit you anyway, Joe.
More of a blue and white man myself.
The wind has carried that one over towards us in the stand here. Larry wins it.
Great tackle from Kearns.
Kearns wins a ball there now. A throw in, which Crilly seems to be going to take.
McMahon and Akers in the middle again.
The rain gets heavier now. Patton has it. And it's
Again, Kerr wins the battle.
Kerr wins at the expense of a throw.
I think Big Patton relishes games like this.
He's got her,
More
he's got her
physical
on the edge
game.
of the box. Back out. Crilly. Long ball. Did it squirt wide? Yes, it has.
I think the wind might have just caught that one.
It's gone behind.
Crilly will have us believe the wind caught it anyway.
Well done, Aaron, Briley. From the goal kick. Unlucky, just didn't make it through as far as Mark Patton. Seapatrick offside. Two
Had
of
to
them
be, yep.
offside. In fact, yeah. Well
Great
spotted.
line again from Newry.
Referee was there. Spies it. Looks like Sean McMullen's starting to warm up here. Stretching on the sideline. It's through to Patton.
A sight that the Seapatrick defenders might not want to see. And he's got his jacket off. McMullen on the verge of coming on.
He's going to do a few warm-ups here, I think, first of all. As Jimmy Walker takes the ball over to the corner flag for yet another corner. I don't believe Seapatrick have had a corner yet, have they? Oh, unlucky from Paul
Donegan rattles it off the bar. Moan,
and
just
Kevin
wide.
Moan just wide. That was the move there now. Walker whipped that ball in at pace and Donegan met it beautifully.
I don't think anyone could cope if Donegan got 3 goals in 3 games, could you?
No, I was just going to say that he's on a little vein of goal scoring.
He'll let you know about it as well.
A little push on Moan there, I thought. Walker plays it wide, Crilly. And it's a Newry throw.
Seems to be all over him.
And Patton has played a ball in. The defensive coped with it well. Knocked it out. Crilly's taking the throw in now. He's looking at Mark Patton again. Patton holds it up. Beats his man.
Good work from Mark Patton in there.
Crilly, McMahon, back to Crilly. He's looking for someone to play to. There's
no one in the box there.
A huge Seapatrick presence in the box, not much Newry presence. Edgar plays it back to Kenny Kearns. Niall Crilly. Patton's been pulled all over the place here. He was been pulled all over the place.
That was a pull in the jersey there. The referee seems to be very lenient with regards pulling on the jerseys at the minute.
I think you have to keep playing though. You're not going to make his mind up for him.
Patton's going to get more frustrated.
Larry goes round his man.
Good
and
defending
was very, very unlucky. The defender stood strong there.
Brilliant work.
Larry chases back and forces a throw in. Fantastic football from Kearns has it now. Plays it into Patton. Little bit too much pace on it.
You're starting to hear the Newry fans down the shed end a wee bit more in this half.
That old boy with the beard there, he looked as if he was going to have a heart attack. I don't know what his name is. The loud fella.
And here's McMullen ready to come on for
McMullen
Brilly.
Duly warmed up, and Brilly, the goal scorer.
The goal scorer coming off.
Rapturous applause.
Great performance today from Brilly. Worked very hard.
So we have 2 big men up front now.
Seems to be maybe a change in formation to suit that there change.
Newry throw. McMullen got his first touch there. Touch number 2 wasn't as good. Knocks it out. It'll take him a little while to adjust here.
I think this is a type of game that could suit Sean McMullen. He's got an arrogance about him. A good arrogance.
Yes, Kearns back. Patton moves wide to Larry. Larry played well, both feet. And a corner wins. A very quick change of feet there from Larry, wasn't it? It was forced on him.
It would be a nightmare to mark.
He coped with it very well, yes.
After the last corner, the Seapatrick defence are going to have to watch Donegan. Mully with good feet back to Walker. Walker with the ball in.
Across the box to the back post. Moan, unlucky. It goes out for a goal kick. Mickey Keenan retrieves that. Seapatrick on the move forward, but Murphy well able for that. Out, clears his lines well. Kearns down to his midfield partner. Jimmy Walker through to Edgar. McMahon on the overlap. Edgar doesn't need him. Plays it back into Walker. Crilly wide now.
Newry seeing a lot more space out
Larry
wide here.
hanging back here, looking to float one across. Crilly maybe. Larry again, playing keep ball in the corner. Crilly loses out, wins it back. Nice feet there. Gary.
Well switched to Graham Egger.
McMahon has dropped into the back there, see. He's playing much more defensively now. Through, Patton holds it up.
Patton is getting a lot more space now.
Just didn't get through to Edgar there, who was making an overlap run.
Patton's getting a lot more space now that McMullen's come on. The two men up front is clearly harder for Seapatrick to focus on.
McMullen with the ball now. Wins a throw for his team. He's a man mountain, that McMullen, isn't he?
He definitely is.
He gets the ball at his feet, it's hard to get it off him.
Very skillful for a big man as well.
Yes. It's hard to get the ball off him, and just as I say that,
he wins his team a corner.
He wins his team a corner because they couldn't get it off him. Plenty of experience, and it shows.
It definitely does.
And here he is on the ball again. Tees it up for Jimmy Walker. Flicks it into the box, cleared away.
Scuffed away. Kearns wins it.
Back in, McMullen again, edge of the box. Beats one, flicks it through.
Oh.
It was heading goalward. If not, Larry was there waiting to pounce, as was Mark Patton, but it's cleared. McMahon on the attack again for Newry. This young
Great
City
ball.
team, unlucky.
And put into his own net there.
Mark Patton was pressurising him all the way. I see a couple of the big men heading for this. Kenny Kearns was heading out to take the free kick. Looks like a Seapatrick player with cramp on the edge of the box there. Looks like their physio made a wee touch of cramp too.
I think he might have preferred the injury closer to the touchline.
Two Seapatrick subs warming up here as we speak.
Sean McGarry, the player down for Seapatrick right now. In around the hour mark now. Newry clearly having the better of it. Haven't hit the crossbar in the second half. They'll be looking to put this game out of sight.
Newry City AFC away on Tuesday night to Armagh, Home Park, Joe, in the Mid-Ulster Cup. A game to look forward to as well.
Yeah, that's another tournament that we're keen to progress in. I think we're in a lot of cups this year. Might want to bring a few back home to the showgrounds. Give the fans something to cheer on throughout the season.
Yeah, we'll have to apply it on our website for a joiner, maybe make us a trophy cabinet.
Let's see, can we get the work done on the pitch first?
We'll win them first, eh?
But there's nothing wrong with trying to think positive.
Looks like we're ready to resume again. Walker's on the spot to take this corner kick.
McGarry back on his feet.
No, sorry, it's not Walker. It's Kenny Kearns, I think.
McGarry back on his feet, but he has to go off the pitch until the corner's taken. And the referee being picky again, making sure he goes over to the sideline instead of behind the net. The ball's bouncing about the box and it's just cleared. Newry clearly having applying a bit of pressure through set pieces.
Graham Edgar wins that ball there. I think he's had an outstanding game now, to be fair.
He has. One of the contenders for man of the match.
Oh, McMullen caught there, but he plays on. Referee didn't see anything wrong with that.
Just kept in
Ball
by
just
Seapatrick.
kept in. Comfortable again for Edgar Donegan.
Every long
Kevin
ball
Long.
seems to have been dealt with comfortably so far.
There's the
Hope it
centre
continues.
half with a powerful header out, but it just goes as far as Kenny Kearns on the far wing. And lurking behind the centre half was Sean McMullen, who has beat him for pace this time. Wins the ball. You can guess who's not going to win it back off him. And it's gone for a Newry throw.
And Seapatrick making a substitute here.
Seapatrick, number 14.
Number
comes on.
14, Stephen Campbell, is coming on. And McGarry seems to have not been able to get over that injury.
It looks like that knock has put an end to his day.
Chasing Mark Laurie all day would probably do that to you.
If he's in for the early shower, he needn't use all the hot water because Donegan likes a fair drop of that.
Always the last one out of the
Our
showers.
start man's on the go again here, Joe. Some upcoming fixtures.
Yeah, upcoming fixtures, Crew away next Saturday. That'll be a game to look forward to. And then,
That's in the league, is it?
yeah, and then the week after we've our Irish Cup game against Hanover. Team we played many times last year, renew an old rivalry.
Some great battles with Hanover last year. Some great competition there now, no doubt. That's a game to look forward to. That game's at home here.
It is at home in the Irish Cup.
Is there a
The
time
week
for
after
that game?
next. I think Irish Cup games are 1:30.
1:30. Excellent. Of course, with the clock being changed then.
You get your extra hour in bed before you even come down. Kearns with the Akers in the middle.
And he sees Larry.
And now
Larry's watching
Laurie has a
McMullen
chance to
on the
run
side.
at them.
He sees McMullen
It's
here.
4-on-2 here.
He's going to flick it to McMullen. Edge of the box.
And McMullen makes
He
a
goes
bit
down
of a
like
hash
the
of
price
it.
of the euro there.
Maybe he's not quite warmed up properly yet, but it's a chance. Great play from Kearns and Laurie through the middle.
Joe, you'd have known yourself there. You'd have rattled the onion bag there, would you?
I'd like to think so, but there's a reason I'm sitting up here.
Well, you're injured.
Couldn't rattle much net at the minute.
And Donegan wins that one. Ball out. Under very little pressure there, it must be said. The Seapatrick defender kicked that ball out.
They're chasing the game an awful lot, Seapatrick, at the minute. They might be tired.
They've been doing a lot of running, there's no doubt about that.
I think if Newry get the second goal here, they can go and run away with this game. But
Newry.
until then, the game's in the balance.
Newry are fit. They look like a fit team now.
They'll not stop.
McMahon, a nice bit of footwork there. Fools his man, who's only just come on, the substitute.
Patton tries a cheeky turn there. It doesn't quite work
He
off. And
missed out.
Seapatrick can break.
Long ball from the 7. Didn't get through past the defenders. Moan has had a great game today.
Very good game. Very good at the
Crilly
back today, Newry.
Involved in a lot of play too. If that ball manages to make it out, it's a Newry ball.
Great pressure from McMullen.
But
Finds
McMullen
Crilly.
wins, finds Crilly across the box now.
Pulls it back. And nobody there.
2 men, but Patton's with it. Chases it down.
It looks as though Newry aren't playing with an out-and-out left winger at the minute.
Agler finds Larry. Larry finds Jimmy Walker. Beats the centre half. Ready to go. They're lining up here. Seapatrick have most of the men behind the ball. Walker on the attack with Larry fouled on the edge of the box.
And then kicking the ball away.
The Seapatrick defender not happy at the referee's decision, or his own teammates he's not happy
I
with.
don't think he's happy at his own team. And I wouldn't either. No one pressing the ball there.
Kearns has this one at his feet.
Kearns might fancy this one. Seems one for a left footer, but he can hit them. Great ball in.
Nicely.
Moan.
Oh, very unlucky, Kevin Moan. Very unlucky. He was in the right place.
Moan coming back from two bad ligament injuries. Getting a run of games now for the first time in a few years.
I see Chris Fay, David O'Connor, Neil Barr warming up.
It's a great bench. A lot of talent throughout the squad.
Some impact substitutions there if we were to make them.
And there, as we speak, there's a substitute happening for Seapatrick.
That's the second substitute.
Coming on, number 12, Nathan Donnelly.
Their bench is getting very light.
Nathan Donnelly coming on for Christopher McAvoy.
Fair play to young Hillen there for the stats.
It's about all he does round here.
Oh, he poured a nice cup of tea at half time.
He did, I'll give him that.
Ball out, Seapatrick throw. They seem to have lost interest now, Seapatrick, really. It's been a hard day for them.
It'll still get nervous for Newry towards the end if there's only the 1-goal lead though.
Ball wins. Patton plays it forward to Kearns on the run.
Oh, and Mark Lowry made a brilliant run there if only he could have found him.
I think he was looking for Chris McMahon, who didn't follow on.
We all know Chris McMahon wouldn't have the pace to get that one.
I didn't say that. Of course, the goal, Larry, some great footwork there. Flicks it across to one of the busiest men in the park today, Graham Edgar. It nearly went through to McMullen there. It's been cleared. Donegan stopped it in its tracks. Plays it forward to Edgar, who lost us out. Wins it back. Lost us out again. Seapatrick on the attack. Chris McMahon back helping out. Plays it back to Murphy. Murphy changes it to Kearns midfield.
That's the good thing about
Kearns wins it.
Playing three in midfield.
Oh, referee, that was a little bit there now. There was no call for that.
Yep. No hesitation from the ref to show a book in there.
I think that was the first yellow card today.
It is. Damien McParlin, and rightly so. Late tackle. As I was saying, it's very good to play three in the middle there. Graham Edgar went forward, Chris McMahon slotted in.
Looks like Neil Barr is going to come on.
For Mark Patton.
Mark Patton maybe got that little knock has told on him now. And he's coming off to great applause too. He's put in a full shift today. Of course,
it was a tough game for him today, but he fought well all day.
The man replacing him here, he knows where the net is too.
30 goals last year. He'll be hoping to add to his tally this year.
Number 16, Neil Barr. Patton receives the congratulations from his teammates for a hard shift put in. Walker's on the ball now, running forward, running at them. McMullen, little flick, nearly found Barr. But it's come to the feet of Mark Larry. The quick feet, quick change. Walker tried to play him back in, didn't work out.
One back from Jimmy Walker, again. Brilliant feet.
Great
has a shot.
Walker.
What a brilliant goal!
What a goal! That's not the first time he's played a goal like that.
And he's telling the fans to be quiet.
It is fantastic goal. What a strike!
What a strike from James Walker.
Out of nowhere.
Murphy coming up from defence to applaud that one as well. Great goal.
Well done. A big kiss there from Murphy. Did you see that?
His woman won't like seeing that.
Walker's woman.
Both of their women. That was a fantastic goal, and one we're happy to have got in camera.
He scored a goal quite similar here last year in a game. I can't recall who it was against, and Destination Newry were here on that occasion as well.
He seems to be quite lucky when Destination Newry come down. Should come down every week.
That does ease the pressure a little bit now.
Did. And you said earlier too, he has a few goals in him. With a strike like that there, of course he does.
And the ball wins there. Edgar just loses out. Conor McCall, a welcome sight, warming up on the sideline here. He hasn't played for a couple of months.
9 weeks.
Broke a bone in his foot on holiday. And he'll be a big asset if we can get him back in again. Who he's going to replace, Joe, I don't know, because we've very solid at the back here today.
We have been. think taking him on is just to give him a run out, try and get him fit again.
Who do you think he will take him on for?
Maybe young Moan,
Give him a wee rest.
or give Donegan's old bones a bit of a rest.
Oh, Larry sets
Bar's
it
over
up
the
for
shot.
Bar, and it curls just wide. Well set up, and you know, Bar was pretty quick to that ball because it didn't look as if there was enough room to get
He
there.
can sniff out a chance pretty hefty. Kerr just telling the Seapatrick players that they shouldn't stop.
Must
Fight
be
right to the end.
He could be related to you, that Seapatrick player. I heard him call him Soupy. Here's the long kick out again against the wind, this time not just as effective. Gets to the halfway line. Kevin Moan wins the ball. It squirts away from him. Seapatrick try and play it over the top. Donegan's there to mop up. Chooses not to play it to Murphy. Back to Crilly Coolidge, you like. Kevin. Moan plays it down.
It's very well played in here.
Larry Kearns plays it forward. A lovely
That's
little
brilliant
flick by
football.
Barzo.
Mark
And
Lowry cuts
beautiful
inside.
feet from Larry.
And
He's
he
gonna
has
play
one.
curl one.
What a
And
brilliant goal.
I can tell you now,
What a brilliant
that's
goal
as
from Mark
good a
Lowry.
goal and a well-worked goal right from the back line.
That's a great team
that
goal.
That goal came from Donegan right up this side. And what great foresight, Darren Mullen, who changed Larry to this side. And there's the pays dividends now.
That was a
And
great team goal. Great
just-
team goal.
Just at that, we see Conor McCall getting ready, and he's going to replace. I don't know, he's just putting his shirt on here now.
Let's
Kearns-
not forget the wee flick by
Kearns is
Barr
having a
there as
drink
well
there.
over the top.
Oh,
Brilliant
a
flick.
Brilliant little ball from Neil Barr. Excellent. As I talked earlier on about an impact substitution.
Let's see who's coming off here for Conor McCall for his first piece of action in almost 3 months. It's Kearns.
Kenny Kearns
He's going to slot in
has-
the midfield.
Has played well today. He's put in a shift, no doubt. And number 13, McCall, joins the action.
Slot in beside McMahon and Walker in the middle.
So, Joe, the goals coming at crucial times today when the game was sagging a wee bit. I know we got two quick ones there, but it has put this game to bed, hasn't it?
It has. I think Newry's class sort of just shone through at the end. Two brilliant goals.
Very good. In fact, three brilliant goals. You know,
Yes.
Crilly's goal was an excellent, or Brilly rather, was an excellent goal as well.
It's always nice to see the ball going up the upright.
No doubt. Giving the goalkeeper absolutely no chance.
The two boys will be fighting in the change room now to see whose was better. I think I might just
They'll be
side
tuning-
with Walker.
They'll be tuning into Destination Newry now Monday night to see those again.
I'll side with Walker for the strike, but for
And
the
there's a strike from Seapatrick.
team play, you probably have to go with Mark Lowry.
Hasn't troubled Murphy.
McMahon just telling his players to see the game through properly. It's the least that's expected.
No doubt about it.
It seems McMahon's moved to the left-hand side.
Would you say there's maybe 10 minutes left, Joe?
In around that, yep. 7 we're being told.
7 minutes, right, very good.
Newry might be hoping to add to the score sheet. I know McMullen and Barr would both
Here's
be looking
McMullen
for a
now
goal.
on the ball, and he slips at a very crucial time.
McMullen and Barr both be looking to add to their tally for the season.
No doubt, absolutely. And all credit to them, like they've been excellent throughout the season. Great season last year from Neil Barr, as you said, 30 goals.
Mark Lowry's having a brilliant season so far. That's him up to 12 or 13 goals now for the season.
Great.
And a lot of them goals coming from the wide position.
Niall Curley plays it to the captain, and a little bit too strong, bounces off and away to, I see Patrick throw in.
Newry will be looking to keep a clean sheet here for the third, fourth game in a row, maybe.
Great header from the captain back in.
That looked like a bit of a shot there.
Barr chasing that one down, was unsuccessful. Seapatrick trying to play this out. Risky tactic with 4 or 5 Newry players around them.
They've been caught a few times today.
And Walker just misses out there. His opposite number wins, clears the ball through.
And Moan, brilliant
Kevin
again
Moan,
from Moan.
as cool as a cucumber. Plays it through to Larry. Walker in the middle of the field. McMullen's waiting to pounce. Crilly wide. He'll play to McMullen.
Bar's free.
Oh, Barr, no luck. Unlucky with the head. Inches wide.
Just bounced up awkwardly, but Neil see that as a bit of a chance.
It was a chance, all right. And we have another substitution now for Seapatrick.
Patrick's final substitution of the day.
I think the referee's been pretty fair today, Joe.
He has been.
He's had a good game.
Number 16, David Dawson, coming on for Seapatrick. All 3 of their substitutes getting a run out today.
And Crowley makes another run forward. Egger in the mix again. Long ball punted forward.
Egger's been solid today.
McMullen judged to have a high boot there. It's a Seapatrick free kick. Clash of the big men in the middle there. Long ball from the centre half, floated in. McCall stands strong. Walker's onto that one. McCall wins it.
And Newry can break here.
To McMullen. Cool as you like.
Mark Laurie's definitely going to win
with
the
a
foot
bit of
race.
pace. This defender's worried about it. Right through to Walker, edge of the box. He's looking for someone.
Brilliant from Walker.
Oh, he tried
just
to shot
wide.
it, took a deflection.
Took a deflection.
And it's gone for a corner kick. Walker's away out to take this corner kick.
Walker's been very influential today.
McMullen looks as if he wants it here.
He does.
It's headed his direction.
Keeper's under pressure.
Oh, it bounces in. It's in from Mark Larry, I think.
Or did the referee give a free kick?
It's a free out. Foul on the goalkeeper. The ball did get as far as the net. Moan marshals his man well there. Makes it difficult for him.
Crilly does well again.
Crilly the same. Give them no room.
Not one player in a Newry shirt had a bad game today, do you think?
Not one. All put in a full shift now. Playing for their shirt, as it should be.
Yep.
A credit to their club and their town, city. Here we go now. Barr chases it. McMahon wins it. Referee plays advantage.
Barr very strong there.
As a Knox. Young Barr wins it. Looking for someone now.
And that's a horrible tackle there.
He's playing the advantage here. McMullen's on the edge of the box on his own. Walker's opposite him. And he strikes it, and it's unlucky. What a
and the
save.
keeper gets up and
Good
gets it the
save.
second attempt.
Fair
Barr's
play
still
now,
down.
young keeper. The referee takes no action after the foul on Neil Barr.
The referee, I think, might have to book him here. Yep.
Yes, he's booked him now.
Good referee in that.
Barr's
Let the play
still
go
down.
on for the chance.
He's still down.
It was a bad tackle.
I think it was.
And the big man he's had a good game at the back for Seapatrick, although he could do nothing for the 3 goals scored.
He took that one for the team there,
I
because
think
if
so.
Bar had got around him there, he was away. I think Neil Barr's going to be okay. Joey's coming off for
He's
the
made it strong stuff.
Mark Larry will throw this ball back to their keeper. Get the game going again. Barr's back on again. He might have been winded a wee bit there the way he fell. He was bundled over, wasn't he?
It was a late tackle, I think. Yeah. I think
Kevin Moan's up for that one. Crilly down the line to Larry, takes it down beautifully. Conor McCall played it back in. Larry had no right to win that ball, but he got it. Jimmy Walker.
This is great football here.
Neil Barr sees him.
Coming in the left foot.
Has a shot.
Chris McMahon in Akers.
Deflected.
Lays it off to Walker.
Walker.
Straight to the keeper.
Keeper smothers that one up. It's pretty tight, Joe, to pick a man of the match today. But you'll go ahead, have a stab at it.
It is. I'll do my Gary Neville. I personally would give it to Jimmy Walker. Influential through the middle, but that goal was something else as well.
The goal was a clincher, a deciding factor. So
there was a few. Graham Edgar, great game left back again. Nell Crilly, great across the back. Everyone, Donegan as well. Come on. But I think Walker just shades it, man of the match.
Congratulations, Jimmy Walker, man of the match, and well deserved. It was a hard pick now, I must say.
His room must be coming down with them trophies.
I think he has a stall in Jonesboro now.
He's selling them. Jimmy with the ball, finding McMahon again.
McMahon did well there.
Showing quick feet. Forcing the corner.
Very strong. Another candidate actually for
exactly,
man of the match.
It was a very tough one today. No one outshined anyone in their team today, but that's why I said Walker just shaded it.
You had a great performance yourself, Joe, I must say.
Thanks.
Not even one swear word. And the ball's flicked in here.
The game's not over yet. Barr does well.
Not just as high a scoring yet as last week, but still a convincing win.
And it's dangerous play from the keeper with the pacey Mark Laurie around.
Seapatrick had their old tricks trying to play a ball out.
And that's the final whistle.
There we are, and thanks very much.
Great performance from Newry.
To all. And we'll see you on Tuesday night.
And next Saturday. Thank you.